Welcome. It's so easy to think that the best time to build wealth was maybe 20 years ago. But what if I told you there's this incredibly powerful force in finance that really doesn't care how old you are? It's working every single day, and the best part is it is never too late to get it working for you. So, what exactly is this force? It's a question that gets right to the heart of how money grows and, well, how debt can spiral out of control. This thing can be your single greatest ally in building a future, or it can feel like you're running against the wind every single day. And here it is, compound interest. The simplest way to think about it is your interest earning its own interest. That's it. It creates this amazing feedback loop. And when it's on your side, your wealth can grow exponentially. But, and this is a big but, if it's working against you, it can dig a hole that feels just about impossible to climb out of. So first, let's talk about the downside, the not so fun part. I want you to picture your finances like a rain barrel that you're trying to fill up for your future. When you've got debt and compound interest is working against you, it's like a leak in the bottom of that barrel. It doesn't matter how much water you pour in, something is constantly draining away. Yeah, this quote from CBS News just nails it. It's a snowball effect. Think about high-interest credit card debt, which often compounds daily. That means every single day the interest gets tacked onto your balance, and tomorrow you're paying interest on a bigger number. It's a cycle that can be absolutely relentless. Okay, check this out, because this is a real-world example, and it is kinda shocking. This is Brandon. He borrowed $50,000 for school, and for 10 years, a full decade, he paid $200 every single month. That's $24,000 he paid. So you'd think his loan would be way down, right? Nope. Look at the balance. It went up by over $15,000. How is that possible? His payments weren't even covering the interest that was compounding. His barrel was leaking faster than he could possibly fill it. And listen, this isn't just some weird student loan thing. It's how most long-term debt is structured. It can feel like you're just running on a hamster wheel, right? You're making those payments, but almost all of that money is just going to feed the interest. For a typical 30-year mortgage, it can literally take more than 20 years before you've even paid off half of what you originally borrowed. The system can feel like it's designed to keep you running in place. But, and this is where the whole story flips, this is the really good news. That exact same powerful force can be turned around. We can patch up the leaks and actually use compounding to start filling our barrel, creating a resource that just grows and grows, all on its own. So, what does this look like in the real world? Let's check out two different stories. On the left, you've got your classic steady saver. Awesome. But I want you to really look at Charlie on the right, the patient planter. Imagine he invested $10,000 just one time when he was 22. And that's it. He never added another dime. He just let it be. 40 years go by without putting in one more dollar. That initial 10 grand grew to almost $150,000. This is the whole point. It wasn't about constantly shoveling more money in. It was about giving the money he had enough time to let compounding work its magic. And that really brings us to the most important ingredient in this whole recipe, time. It is so easy to feel like you've missed the boat, but that's just not how it works. Think of it like planting a tree. Sure, a tree planted when you're 50 isn't going to be as massive as one planted at 20. But you know what? By the time you're 65 or 70, that tree is absolutely giving you shade and bearing fruit. The years you have ahead of you are incredibly valuable. Okay, I get it. This idea of growth over time can feel a little vague, right? A bit abstract. So let's make it concrete. Let's give you a super practical tool you can use, like right now, to really get a feel for the power of compounding in your own life. And the key is this one, simple number 72. It's this awesome little shortcut that people have been using forever to get a quick estimate of how their money can grow. Here's how this little hack works. It's so easy. You just take the number 72 and you divide it by whatever annual interest rate you think you're going to get. So let's say you're hoping for an 8% return. You just do 72 divided by 8 and you get 9. What that tells you is it'll take roughly 9 years for your money to double. It's a quick mental check you can do anytime to see that long-term potential. So let's bring this all back to our barrel. Let's say you're in your early 50s and you decide to start putting away just $100 a month. At a totally realistic 7% return, well, using our rule of 72, we know that money has the potential to double about every 10 years or so. Over 20 years, you'd have put in a total of $24,000 yourself. But thanks to compounding, that money could grow to over $40,000. You've almost doubled your own contributions. That's the power of filling your barrel, even if it's just with a small, steady stream. Every single drop gets to grow with all the others. So here's the bottom line. Compounding is always happening. It never takes a day off. The only real question is, are you paying it or is it paying you? It's time to make sure this incredible force is working on your team. It really just comes down to a two-sided coin. On one side, you've got that leaky barrel of debt, where compounding is just draining your resources away. But on the other side, you have this growing reservoir of savings, where compounding is building your security. Every financial choice you make is basically putting your money on one side of that coin or the other. And please, remember this, it is absolutely 100% never too late to start filling your barrel. So I'll leave you with this one final thought to chew on. Right now, in this very moment, your money is compounding. It's happening. The only question is, which way is it going? Is it leaking out or is it filling up? The answer to that question can change everything, and you can start today.